Hello, welcome to Woodsy's Woodshop. I'm Woodsy and this is my woodshop, and we are on our learning to make things out of wood journey. I need to work on that opening. So if you've been following along, I have been making a box thing using dovetail joints, and this is now glued up. And I tried to, try to fill some of the gaps in my dovetail joints, which I've successfully done more or less. There's still some gaps, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy these up, and then we'll get to the base, which is over there drying because that's glued together as well. So I'm going to tidy this up. I think I'm going to have to start with sharpening my smoothing plane blade, because I believe that's a little bit dull. So I'm going to switch to time lapse, and you'll see me with my whetstones and my stropping pad thing, and then I'll get to this and try and sort of smooth it all up a little bit, I guess. Alright, cheers. Switching to time lapse now. Right, so that's done. I think it looks pretty good. Look, sort of smoothed it up as best I could. I mean, you know, the dovetail joints that started off good have come up the best. Look at that. I'm pretty pleased with that, I think. And that's joint number 4, whereas if you compare that to joint number 1, which is the one with the fat. Where's he gone? Oh, there you go. The one with the fat dovetails. You know, there's a wedge of wood in there to fill the gap, and you can see there's a big gap there. Look, I stick my fingernail in it, but it doesn't matter. Look, that's a success. That's success. Okay, so let me get my my base, which has been clamped up. All right, so move that. Move that. That plane is so much better now I sharpened it. That's probably what happened. I don't know if you've watched my other video of my disaster, the disaster video. It might not be out yet, but it'll come out, and you'll see I've had a disaster, probably because my plane wasn't sharp enough. Anyway, can we see this? Is that right? Like that. So let's take this out now. So just set that aside. This one. Put that aside. These clamps are a bit heavy duty, but I didn't know how big they were when I bought them on eBay or Amazon or wherever I got them from. But they're good because they do everything. big jobs and little jobs, you just got to be careful how much you screw them up. All right, so this is going to be the base of the box. I've given myself plenty of leeway. Woohoo! So I'm going to have to trim it to size, obviously, but the first job is to get it flat. Now, in order to do that, I've got to find some way. There we go. Find some way of attaching it to the bench. Now, I had a little look online on some other videos, and I saw that you can put a piece of wood up that way, which is lower than that, so it's like a really sort of almost a slither, and you just butt that up against it, and then you can plane away. And that's what I need to do. I think I might start this side. Quite a big old chunk there, chunk of glue, but it's all dry, and it's a good fit. So that's what I'm going to have to do, folks. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't even know if I've got suitable pieces of wood to do that, because they're all a bit thick, and this is very thin. This is very thin, and the bit of wood that's going to hold it in place needs to be thinner than that. So that might be a bit of a challenge. In fact, that is going to be a bit of a challenge, because you have to plane towards the wood, which means it's got to be thinner than the bit of wood I'm planing. Or at least I'd have to put this up on blocks so that it's just lipping over. Ooh, that could work. Let's see, I've got a bit here. Can't get it out. Where is it? There we go. Right, I've got a bit here, so if I were to put that there, like that somehow, have that in there, and then put this up. So if I have that there, there's a big thick thing, and then have this on, let's say, some bits of, oh, so I've got some of this, have I? That doesn't quite do it. Too fat. That's same fatness. That's the one. But I don't have any more of that, do I? Maybe I do. Hang on, bear with me. Right, so I think I can make something out of this piece of wood and this really old piece of offcut. I don't even know where this is from. But this is slightly not as high as that. So if I butt that up against that, and then this can come in and butt up against that, and I've got my jig thing. And if I make it so that it's just screwed together, that means I can unscrew it and then adjust it when I need to. So that's what I'm going to try and do, and I'm really making this up. So there we go, we'll see how it works. Okay, so I think the jig thing's going quite well. I think I've made a decision. So what I'm going to do is this bit here, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a thing there. This will sort of come out to about here. Perhaps I'm going to take a piece of this, put it under there, screw, and that will wedge that in there. But I need something here to stop this happening. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece in there, and I'm going to attach it through there, right? So it's there. But then I want it to be able to flip down out of the way when I'm not using it. So how do I do that? So if I have a piece, I've got a piece of wood somewhere. Must have somewhere. A little block of wood. No. Anyway, so something in there to sort of hold that, and then it's got to flip out of the way, but also be able to lock in position so that it can butt up against there. Might just be a case of screwing it in, screwing it out. I'll have a little think about that. Okay, so back to time lapse while I sort all that out. That's the plan. Let's see how well it goes. Well, I think that's gone quite well. I've just got these. I might, let's have a look down here. I might fix these somehow. It'd be nice if I could make them slide, wouldn't it? Then I can adjust the size of my base. Sorry. And my battery's going to go on my GoPro here, but let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. Big heavy plane on board, and then straight away I've been pulling back, so let's just I would say, folks, that's a success, right? This board is very much not flat. But that works. Let's get a straight edge on there, see where I'm. Yeah, just really high in the middle. Fun enough. Whoa! Got to watch out for that. So that's where I was taking material anyway, so that's. Now if I flip it over, is it going to sit nicely? Oh, and I think, yeah, so this one is all high over here. I mean, it's not perfect, but I wonder if we do it like this actually. Okay, I like this. This works. This board's so wibbly and wobbly. It's not great, to say the least. Good God. But I think we're in business. So I'm going to work on this, see if I can get this flat and level. And this is going to be the base of the box. So I don't know, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Any tips and advice? I'm always happy to receive those because we're on a journey together, everyone. Okay? All right, cheers, bye.